How's it going, bros? I'm crazy behind on making videos, but it's been a pretty busy month, as is usual for December. Work, Christmas, etc. Got a decent number of people in the Gherkin family to get gifts for. I haven't actually been at my place a whole lot on my own to put anything together. But here we are, a week late with Drifter, and I had a full-length run ready to post for this. But honestly, it was just so boring when I watched it back that I scrapped it and decided to make a short summary instead. And even then, honestly, I found it difficult to find decent clips to put in it. It was partially the runs itself, but I also think mostly the map. I got 2 flawless runs out of it this week. Often we only have time to get it done once on our main characters, simply because we have pretty conflicting schedules to work around. So my Hunter ended up being done. We got 1 random guy from LFG in. And then I had time to do it again on my Warlock, so I joined a team on LFG, so I did it with 2 randoms with that one. I say randoms, but if you do something successfully on Destiny with people, then you tend to add them afterwards as friends. As opposed to if you fail at something repeatedly, you never flunk at killing hard mode Crota for 2 hours and then add each other like, let's do that again sometime. But they were randoms to begin with. Even so, a lot of this is actually taken from failed runs, which for whatever reason I think we actually played better in, but somehow kept picking up a loss. Go figure. The successful runs, we tended to get kind of 1 kill per round each until the end. So not too bad to play, but pretty boring to watch back, to be honest. Because Drifter, I don't know, man, it was just pretty repetitive as a map. So easy to watch orbs after you've killed someone. Or so easy for someone to watch your orb after they've killed you, that it was relatively kind of one life compared to other maps that have come up. You kill someone in the tunnels, say, and you pretty much just have one direction to look in, without fear of getting blindsided. Not something like Rusted Lands when you can be sniped from pretty much anywhere, especially with the radar. So I'm not really sure what to think about this one. It was a little bit monotonous, I guess. But to be fair, despite the amount of times I've begged for a symmetrical map on trials when we've ended up on like the butt spawn for Rusted Lands or Shrine or something, the 2 maps I've probably enjoyed the least have been Bannerfall and Drifter, which are like most symmetrical maps that have come up. So I don't know, go figure. Hammers, this was the first trials after the hammer nerf, I think, and I think they're in a good place now. Dare I say possibly too nerfed. The damage resistance I think is definitely correct now, and 1000-yard headshot should be able to one-hit kill for that kind of super. Supers like Fist of Havoc, which are very all or nothing kind of one-shot supers, I think they deserve a huge amount of damage resistance. Something like Hammers, where you have about 7 chances and you've got health regen, should not have that much damage resistance. Golden Gun has none, but then has kind of straight shooting, hit scan shots, so it kind of balances out. But Hammers I think are in the right place now. Maybe the hammers themselves need to be brought up a little bit more. Possibly a little more proximity added back on. But even as I say that, I'm wondering why I'm wishing it upon myself. For the most part, I think they're a lot closer to their balance now. Also last week, managed to get a 1000-yard stare with the correct scope on it. And by the correct scope, I mean I used the same sniper in PvP from the first week I played Destiny right up until the Taken King. And I needed a sniper with the same scope because I was so unaccustomed to using anything else. So now my sniping ability has gone way up, I think. At least I feel more confident in it, so it feels like it's better. And Firefly is surprisingly useful on a sniper. I haven't had it on a sniper before. I think I got 2 kills with it while running this trials, and even if it doesn't kill someone, then it leaves them open to a body shot kill. I think there's a clip in here where it leaves a guy weak enough to get killed by a firebolt grenade with burn on. So yeah, nice little perk. Definitely good for trials as well, where you get kind of more than 1 person running in from a direction off the start, especially on a closed map like this. Drops were fairly bad. I've had pretty good luck with trials drops, I think, this season. But this week was like a 316 primary, I think. Then the next one I got a Dragon's Breath. And exotic is always good, in a way, in some way. And it is the new and improved Dragon's Breath, supposedly, with the, I think it's like a remote napalm grenade or some shit on it, which I'm pretty stoked to try out, so maybe it was a good drop, who knows. I'm interested to see now that they've done, I think with Frontier this week, it's a good 7 or 8 maps, and there were only 7 maps in the rotation last season, so whether they're going to start rotating them back again, I don't know, or whether they're going to keep doing a different one every week, which would be pretty cool. I'm interested to see. I'm not really up for doing Bannerfall again, to be honest. But I am going to have to skip 1 or 2 weeks at the end of January. So it would be better if there were maps I'd already done, but at the same time I would like it if they kept doing a different one every week, because there are some maps which work really well on elimination but they never came up on trials when trials last ran. On the other hand, in the weeks that I can't do it, it might be really bad maps, in which case it's win-win either way. But anyway, that about wraps it up for this video. I'm going to try and do the Frontier video as soon as possible. The Frontier run is possibly the strangest trials run I've ever done, with some of the most inconsistent plays ever. It was kind of funny. I actually really enjoyed the run, much more than Drifter anyway. Other than that, a couple of Unbrokens. Unbrokens have become really difficult to get now thanks to the Mercy rule, but I do have a couple kicking around, and then a couple of skirmish games, the usual. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video.
If you can't kill them, capture the zone.
Guardian down.
Bravo team wins. Enemy team eliminated.
Life. Like all my characters. No exotic.
Serious? God damn it, Bobby!
Yes, they
Three
broke
team. We go to 3.